You can't really know where you are going until you know where you have been. Maya Angelou. Like thousands of small towns across the country, Hopkinsville, Kentucky takes pride in its history and efforts to preserve its links to the past. Our efforts to protect important structures are reflected in the many preservation projects undertaken in downtown Hopkinsville in recent years. In Hopkinsville, we've chosen to maintain and repurpose as much of our downtown heritage as possible. Buildings such as the old post office, now the Pennyroyal Museum, the Alhambra Theater, and the Carnegie Library are a few examples of how our community supports downtown preservation efforts. Historic preservation in Hopkinsville is about honoring our past while looking toward our future.
The Alhambra Theater is the cultural hub of our community, and we are an integral part of our downtown community, and we have been for years. We know the economic dollars are great. When we have a show, shops are full, restaurants are full. For every $1 of ticket sales we make, we create $12 for our economy. So we know it's important, and it's important not only for the economic development it brings to our community, but it's important for our community. So they have a place to see things they might not have otherwise known about, feel things they may not otherwise have felt. So we know it's important. So it's easy to see the renovation of the Alhambra when you walk in, and you see our new marquee. We uncovered the new entrance of the Alhambra and made that an open area. So now you see life inside the theater. The whole lobby downstairs has been renovated. We have the most beautiful bathrooms, we think, in Kentucky and Tennessee, all in the Art Deco 20s style. Our lights downstairs in the lobby mimic a 1920s theater, and we used a lot of old relics from the actual Alhambra Theater, film reels and things of that nature, to decorate and do those things. So the way we had to expand was to grow up, and so we did that in our balcony space. There was a film room, so we expanded that and made the viewing room. So that's a really cool feature that I don't know many theaters that have this feature. So we expanded that with windows, so you can your sponsors could, for a show or VIP seating or whatever you want to use it for, can actually see down on the stage. You can hear the show from in there. And that room up there is very incredible. So we got to design the floor, the lighting. We've got part of our old marquee there. We've got our 1928 lighting board there. Everything has intention.
We've long known that old buildings are often sought after real estate because they provide character-rich space and a sense of place and connection to our forefathers and our community. Historic preservation does not mean that we are frozen in time or that we do not value progress. On the contrary, preservation is really about the future, repurposing old buildings, giving them a new mission, all while connecting with our past. Older buildings often have intrinsic value. They were often built with higher quality materials and with individual craftsmanship not found in modern buildings. In many cases, the bones of a 100-year-old building might be better than its brand-new counterpart.
This building was built by a local architect named John T. Waller, and it has load-bearing brick wall construction, which means that there's no framing timbers in this building anywhere, except for the doors and windows. The walls, the exterior walls, are between 1 and 2 feet thick, as are any partitions that are inside the building, and it has what's called a bridge truss roof system, just like an old-fashioned bridge truss. So this building was built for the ages, and it was used as the public library until 1976, I believe, when the space was outgrown and they went to their present facility. And the building suffered neglect until about 2007, when we began the restoration process on it. And while cosmetically it needed a lot of attention, it needed a new roof, which it now has, but the bones of the building were very good. I mean, nobody came in and said, don't know whether it's worthwhile fixing this old building up or not. I mean, the basic structure is just as sound today as it was the day it was built. I frequently tell people when I'm lecturing that a prominent building in your community, whether it's a residential structure or a commercial structure, it's like your family tree. I mean, if somebody came out and erased it, you're not going to remember what your great-grandmother's name was, probably. And if you erase that record, it's the same with architecture. It's part of our heritage. And if you tear something down, you can't come back a month later and say, oops, we made a mistake. Let's not do that. It's gone. So preserving the important historical buildings is quite important for any society, anywhere in the world.
Older buildings were made to last, often with materials that would be impractical or unaffordable today. Materials such as heart pine, marble, or old brick contain detailing and features that you cannot find anymore, and as such, they deserve to be protected as they provide a sense of permanency and heritage.
Historic preservation is incredibly important to a community. It allows us to see the built environment that folks that came before us created. It allows us to be in those spaces and to have a sense of pride, a sense of place, and a sense of community around the unique heritage and the unique visual of the place where we live. Folks can look forward to visiting the museum and learning more about the community's history. We really work hard to tell the stories of Hopkinsville and Christian County and the region itself. And we're really proud of the space. We're really proud of the work that we've done. And we're really proud of the people and the stories that come out of this community. So the Pennyroyal Area Museum underwent a major renovation in 2019 and 2020. We reopened on February 27th, 2020. It was 105 years to the day after the post office opened in this building. We are interpreting local history, Christian County, Hopkinsville, even the West Kentucky region, from the land that is here that makes this area so unique, what drew people to want to settle here. We talk about agriculture. We talk about the night riders. We talk about early settlers. We have a whole exhibit dedicated to Edgar Casey. We cover African American history, local schools. We really try to hit the highlights and the high points and some of the points of the biggest interest in our community's history. So now we're so excited that people can come in, they can see us, they can visit the museum. We still have some work to do, so the exhibit continues to evolve, but we hope you will come and see it and then come see it again and again.
Older buildings attract people. Rehabilitating old buildings is more than just looking good. People vote with their pocketbooks. They've shown they want to visit and live in a community that respects and preserves its history. Preservation efforts enhance tourism, increase home values, and establish the character of a town. Older buildings are a great investment. Reusing old buildings attracts investment and provides good jobs, usually from locally contracted vendors, creating a virtuous circle, recirculating money back into the local economy. Preservation efforts promote neighborhood livability, enhance quality of life while minimizing waste and its negative impacts on our environment. Simply put, preservation is good for business and the environment. We believe the preservation and revitalization of our downtown Renaissance district is so vital that we offer financial incentives to assist with restoration efforts.
Holly Bogus, Downtown Renaissance Director. Whether you are an existing merchant wanting to make improvements to your building, or if you want to open a new business in an existing building in the downtown area, we're confident that our warm, business-friendly environment and our generous incentive programs will help make your downtown Hopkinsville dreams come true. Come and see what we have to offer in historic downtown Hopkinsville.